Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Longhorns will kick it away to start. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Looking to move it through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
He's past the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying to find his man on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Using the quick game. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. On the run, it's Roberts. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Yeah, so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Lacey running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got enough space. Touchdown Tigers. And they jump on top.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got his man, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here comes the offense on second down. Correct snap. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the ground. He's got it again.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fast motion from the offense. To the air, it's Owens. Gets it out quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Looking to pass on second down. He's taking the shot. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off.
All RD, what a play by the safety, and then the free safety specifically. When you're playing cover two and you're sitting back in half the field responsibility, you got to see the formation and you got to understand the quarterback. You're watching the quarterback's eyes and reading him. He takes him right to the football. Free safety jumps the route, makes the INT.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Missouri.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Missouri 7, Texas 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run the option. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw...
Running toward the tape. He's at the 40, the 20, inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Pressure coming. Safe completion on the screen. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Longhorns!
Coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Going for the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. The quick out. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lacey. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He'll come out throwing on first down. They'll run the screen. At midfield, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Big House, but the Maize and Blue have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over Rutgers. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Wants to throw. It's Owens. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Quarterback checking off. He'll throw on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Motion from the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. He slings it deep to the left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep things.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, the offense set up that screen pass beautifully. That was going to gash the defense if the running back just doesn't drop the ball.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Little touch pass to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Owens. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He's going up top. And the pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. We are down to 12 seconds to go before halftime. As they take over 1st and 10, they'll need to move quickly. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And how easy was that for this offense? Tight end just wide open on the outside.
And Reese, one thing, I know this defense is concerned with all the speed offensively they've got at the wideout position. You can't forget about the tight end. There's no way that guy should be that wide open on the perimeter of the field.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start with. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. Dropping back, it's Owens. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Quarterback will audible. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
The give on the inside.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll go right back to it. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Texas!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This is one of the reasons I love this linebacker. He is an outstanding pass rusher. He's got speed, he's got quickness and agility to avoid the offensive linemen, running backs, and tight ends on his way to the quarterback.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Here's the handoff. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. He's got it. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. This time it's complete. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to move them on the counter. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
He's brought in at the 33. 3rd down coming.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Missouri.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. They'll try it on the ground. Powers through the defender. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that run play.
And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot. And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Touchdown, Tigers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Well, you tried on 1st and 2nd, and you couldn't pay it off, so let's not overthink it. Let's just go quarterback sneak. Let's just let our guy get low, pick the side he wants to run to, drive his legs, and for the touchdown.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Rutgers. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like in this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Wide receiver shows motion. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Snags it down the right side. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Dropping back, it's Owens. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. On the move at the 30. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory and now threatening to get the score. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Gets away from one. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll go back to the air on second down. Still looking on the move. He looks that one in nicely. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Fast motion from the offense. They're going to throw it again. And they can't make the connection on third down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. Fourth down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They're throwing for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Reese, productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitz, that's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Slips through the line. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to pass. It's Owens. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking the deep shot. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation